friend, welcome to Chrysalis Chats. My name is Tanya and I help people just like you transform their diets and lifestyles to be plant-based. Today's topic is all things smoothie making, and I'm so excited to talk with you about it because smoothies are an amazing way for you as a transitioning vegan or somebody wanting to incorporate more plants into their lifestyle to get more nutrients and to just really enjoy their food. But before I get into it, I wanted to welcome you to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And I just wanted to give a big thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos, hitting the like button, putting the comments down below, and subscribing. Really, just so much gratitude to you for all of you who've been doing that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm just so jazzed to keep sharing this information with you, okay? So, smoothie making. By the end of this video, you're gonna have my top 3 reasons that I feel smoothies are an awesome asset to you as somebody incorporating more plants into your lifestyle. And you're also gonna have my smoothie making process and what I recommend that you consider when making your own smoothies, okay? So without further ado, let's jump into it. The first reason that I think smoothies are awesome for you is that they're fast and they're delicious. Generally, smoothies are just amazing. And really what I'm getting at is that they're an excellent way to front load your day with positive energy, okay? Positive energy being all the fruit and the vegetables that you throw in there, just as much as the taste and the fact that smoothies are just a great way to get awesome flavor at the front of your day. So by front loading your day with a smoothie, what you're doing is jam packing a lot of nutrients and other things that your body needs, such as protein, such as fiber, at the very start of your day. And by doing that, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. You're setting yourself up for extended energy, just as much as you are setting yourself up for just a positive mood, right? Because you're putting a lot of good stuff in your body at the front of your day, and you're really going to be, experiencing that for several hours, that effect, versus if you started your day with a really highly processed, say, cereal product, you're not going to have the same effect for the start of your day throughout those hours into the day, okay? So that's number 1, pretty simple. Number 2 is that you can put anything in a smoothie. You can make it totally customized. That means customized in terms of what nutrients you want to include or what you feel your body needs that day. Maybe you're really feeling like you need more protein. You can customize that. Maybe you're feeling like you need more energy in general and you want to add a little maca powder in there, okay? Whatever the case may be, and again, we're going to talk about more specifics at the end to kind of customize your smoothie for you and how you might consider doing that. But whatever the case may be, you can customize that smoothie. Say in another example, you have a bunch of vegetables in the fridge or fruits that are about to go bad. We've all been there, right? You get a really good deal. Say there was a sale, you got a bunch of kale, you got a bunch of strawberries, and oh my God, they're about to go bad. What do? Do I freeze them? Do I eat them now? Smoothies are a great way to eat that right away, okay? Even something like squash, you can add it to your smoothie and kind of mask the flavor to where you don't think, oh yeah, I'm sipping squash right now. Which, if you don't want to add that, you don't have to, but if you do, because again, you have a bunch of it and you need to get rid of it, you can, and you can mask that flavor with fruits as well. We're going to get more into that, okay? But that's number 2, is that they're customizable to your needs, whether it's your nutritional needs or just the fact that you have a lot of something in the fridge that you need to get rid of, those needs, okay? Number three, why I love smoothies and feel like you are going to just have such a blast making them is that your nutrient absorption is supreme with smoothies. And why is that? If you chew something down, think about this. Now, it might be a little gross, but just go with me here because it's a really strong point, okay? If you chew something so much that it looks like a smoothie, how long did you chew that? And I feel like this is kind of like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? But really what I'm getting at, friends, is you are getting the best form of food. It's almost as if you've already started, the mastication, which is chewing, not masturbation, dirty minds, no. Mastication, okay? It's almost as if you've started digesting it, okay? So it's really pure, clean fruit, vegetables, whatever you're adding in there, but it's already broken down. It started to break down, so your body is gonna absorb all those nutrients. What you're doing in effect by ingesting your food in the morning in smoothie form is making it more bioavailable to yourself. So you're making all those nutrients more bioavailable to your body to just soak up. right away because it's already so broken down that by the time it gets to your stomach's like, got it, it's eaten, it's done, it's ingested. I have all my nutrients, I have everything I need, and it's right here. I don't have to put in all that extra work to break down the food. This is an interesting point to point out to you right now. Have you ever eaten so much that you just feel like, oh my God, I'm so tired? Some people call it itis. I got the itis. But if you just, you eat so much, it's kind of like that post-Thanksgiving, like, oh my God, I just feasted and I'm so full and I'm so tired. Granted, you're probably not eating as much as you would on a Thanksgiving holiday if you're into that sort of thing. If you're not, I'm with you, cool. But anyway, you're not eating that much, but you might feel a little fatigued after you enjoy a nice big meal, right? That's because your body has to send a lot of energy just to digest your food, just to break your food down. It requires energy, which is kind of interesting if you think about it, because the whole point of eating is to get more energy for your body, right? But in order for your body to access that energy, it needs to use energy. It needs to place energy there in order to digest it. So when you're consuming a smoothie, not only are you customizing it and adding whatever fruits and vegetables and extras, which we'll talk about at the end, that you want to, but you're making it readily available to your body in such a way where you're really maximizing whatever it is that you're eating. Instead of just eating your kale, you're eating your kale in a very ideal format for your body to get all the nutrients possible out of it, if that makes sense. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to share with you today is actually my smoothie making process and what I feel you could do when considering how to make your smoothie for the day, just to look out for your different components here, okay? So the first thing I start with in any given smoothie that I make is bananas. I start with 1 to 2 bananas every single day, and I do go organic bananas. I've actually noticed that they taste a lot different. They taste a lot better to me, organic bananas versus non-organic bananas. Now with that said, bananas are one of those things that you can go organic with for fairly little price, okay? Because thankfully bananas are so inexpensive, it's only going to cost you a few more cents per pound usually to get the organic option than it would the non-organic option, okay? So again, you can watch my video I just did actually yesterday or a couple days ago by the time I post this on organic produce and why you want to consider that as a transitioning vegan or somebody going towards a more plant-based lifestyle. But with that said, I start with my bananas because they're an excellent source of potassium, okay? And potassium's super important when you're thinking about things like muscles, okay? So for example, if you're working out and you're living an active lifestyle even, you're gonna have less aches and pains in your muscles if you're eating a good amount of potassium. There's a whole lot of reasons you want to consider making sure you have a lot of potassium in your diet, but I'm not going to delve into them now. Maybe I'll make a future video on that, okay? But with that said, they're a good source of potassium, and bananas also provide you a really good sweet base to your smoothie. So if you are going to add vegetables into your smoothie, you're going to have a better tasting smoothie just by the sheer fact that you're putting bananas in there, because it's going to help elevate. I'm kind of like salivating thinking about it. Who salivates at bananas? Maybe you do already. But anyway, point being, you're going to have a nice smooth consistency and also a nice sweetness to start off your smoothie with when you add the bananas to it, okay? The next thing that I add is fresh or frozen fruit. And I know some of you are going to say, but Tanya, why frozen fruit? Well, friend, I know frozen fruit isn't quite as good as fresh fruit, but it's still pretty dang good, okay? And I like to go the frozen fruit option because it's convenient. I can get a large bag of it and have it on hand whenever I need it. And I can have a bunch of different varieties in the freezer at one time. Maybe you want pineapple, maybe you want to stack your freezer with, strawberries, mango, that's another really good one. And you can just pick and choose based on the day. Again, customizable, right? You can just put in whatever it is that you want into there based on the day. So you can have it on hand, ready to go. Another thing is it's actually a little more economical to purchase large bags of frozen fruit at one time. So yeah, you might be paying $6, $7, $8 for a bag of fruit, but think of how many smoothies that's going to produce for you at the end of the day, okay? So that's another reason why I go with the frozen, but by all means, please include fresh fruits and vegetables into your diet whenever possible, okay? So that's just the second reason, that I wanted to bring up the frozen fruit in particular, but you can go with any fresh fruit and vegetable. Again, if you have too much of your veggies in the fridge that are about to go bad, put them into your smoothie. It's gonna be awesome. The third thing that I want you to consider when you're making a smoothie as somebody transitioning to a vegan diet is your protein source. And granted, I don't think you're gonna be adding beans to your smoothie. Hey, maybe that floats your boat. It doesn't float my boat. So I'm not gonna put that in my smoothie. However, I would consider, if I were you, reaching out for like a hemp powder. That's a really good source of protein. And there's all these different brands out there. I like the raw, I think it's called Eden brand, but they have a protein powder that is 100% plant-based. They also make a really good meal replacement powder that is organic and plant-based. And I like that because I know there's lots of extra nutrients in there. And if you're like me and you're a little more on the, let's call it like thick, or you need a lot of, maybe you're a really muscly person, or maybe you need more calories, you need more substance to your meal, and you're still going vegan, congratulations, you can get your sustenance that you need. But maybe you consider in that instance adding, again, the protein powder or that meal replacement powder, because that meal replacement powder is going to add a little extra sustenance and a little extra substance to your smoothie, okay? But definitely consider your protein source. There's lots of different options out there. I do suggest making sure that's in your smoothie at the start of your day, again, because of number one, why smoothies are awesome. You're gonna front load your day with all the essential things that your body needs, like the protein, like the fructose, okay? And the protein and the fiber are gonna help balance out the absorption of the fructose to where your energy is not gonna spike. It's gonna continue through a longer period of time, okay? So that's the next thing that I put in there. Now, before you get to your milk, and you can obviously add these in any order, but I'm just going in this order, I like to consider the extras, okay? What do you need that day? This could be, what do you need emotionally that day? And maybe you add something like cinnamon, which is actually a mild antidepressant, interestingly enough. Or maybe you're feeling like you need a little pick-me-up. And again, cinnamon would do something like that, or say ginger, or say cacao, right? Raw organic cacao. That's gonna help you up your energy level. There's a little bit of naturally occurring caffeine in that, obviously, which is gonna give you that kind of like, woo, I just started my morning feeling, but it's also gonna give you antioxidants, and all those antioxidants, pretty much everything in your smoothie has antioxidants at this point though, right? But that extra powerhouse content, that cacao, or say like another goji berry powder or a spirulina powder, whatever the case may be, that's going to provide you a lot of extra stuff at the jump of your day, and it's going to sustain your energy even longer and really get you started in the right direction, okay? So I like to consider those things. Also, just a side note, ginger and cinnamon are really good for your whole circulation, your whole circulatory system. So they're really good for your heart. In particular, ginger is a really good asset for your stomach. If you need help with more digestion, which again, as somebody transitioning to a vegan diet, you're gonna find your digestive system just levels out and you have no issues with that whatsoever. Obviously, there's exceptions, especially if you have a gluten, intolerance or whatever the case may be. However, if you're just feeling like you need more circulation, maybe you're feeling a little inflamed, okay? Ginger is a good friend to add to your smoothie. It's also gonna taste amazing and have a nice little kick, to get you started on the right foot for the day. And again, cinnamon, consider that if you just need a little extra pep in your step. All these are really good for your heart and the circulation of your blood, which helps filter out the impurities in your body, okay? The last thing I want to say on this topic is milk. Consider what milk you're adding. I personally recommend that you consider almond milk or coconut milk. And you could definitely go the soy milk route, but we'll talk about that maybe in a separate video as to why I don't really recommend soy milk for your daily source of milk. But I really enjoy almond milk and coconut milk. And you can get fruity with it, with this milk that you're adding in here, the almond milk or the coconut milk, and it tastes divine, y'all. I swear, I promise you, friend, it's gonna taste like a dessert, provided you just add enough fruit sources, stick with your bananas. And the last thing that I want to say is consider if your milk is sweetened. I really recommend, okay, because there's so many extra sugars coming into our diets, generally speaking, especially if you're still eating some processed vegan foods. You want to consider whether or not your milk is sweetened. And for me personally, I go with an organic, unsweetened milk. Okay, so I go organic, unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk, and that's because I just don't feel like I need any sugar added to that smoothie, because by the end of it, I'm already going to have a few different fresh or frozen fruits in there that are going to provide a really solid flavor. Okay, and it's already going to be naturally sweet. I don't personally need any more sugar in my body, and that's something I want you to consider as somebody who's, really thinking more about cleansing yourself and cleaning your body out and just making sure that you're set for success, okay? Because with too much sugar, you're gonna welcome in inflammation, you're gonna welcome in dis-ease, okay? You don't need any of that. So just consider what kind of almond milk or coconut milk or whatever alternative milk you are getting, whatever plant-based milk I should say you're getting. Just consider whether or not it is sweetened. So with that, friends, this video is getting a little long. Again, I just wanted to say thank you, and express gratitude to all of you who have been liking, commenting, and subscribing to this channel. Please do share this with your friends who you feel would also enjoy this. And be sure to check me out on Instagram. You can go to Chrysalis Chats on Instagram. I post daily content there, linking to my daily videos. And please also check out chrysalisandcocoon.com. Again, thank you. The comments and everything have just been so awesome and just so inspiring to me to see, and I'm just very stoked to keep pumping out this information for you guys and gals and gender neutral people. So be sure to keep engaging. Put a comment down below letting us know how your smoothie making experience has been to date and what you feel you're gonna change or maybe improve based on this video. I would personally love to know how you interact with smoothies in your life and if you've already found them a valuable tool. So with that, friends, thank you again and namaste. Whether you're a small baby butterfly and you're just a little caterpillar and you're like, where's the leaves? Or you're a full-fledged butterfly and you've already gone through metamorphosis and you're just sipping the nectar of the rewards of it all. I just want to say thank you, because your metamorphosis is growing something beautiful. And for that, my friends, you are awesome. Have a blessed day.